It's a couple of minutes late, but here we are nonetheless. I'm First Morning Meteorologist Eric Burris. This is Coffee Talk. We get together 7 days a week. We chat about what's going on in the world of weather, hopefully get your day started off on the right note, and hopefully get you updated on what's going on. A couple of minutes late due to fresh coffee, which may I just add, I never, ever, ever get at home. Fresh coffee, man. It's going to make things great. I hope you're having a great start to your Saturday. When we look at the top two things we are tracking today, it is quote-unquote chilly temperatures these next couple of days and the over-under on your weekend forecast. How are we looking neighborhood by neighborhood? I'm excited to be talking about it. I'm excited to be joining you. So let's get right to it. It is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. There's a shot in downtown Orlando. Of course, the camera needs to be irised a little bit, but you get the idea. It is bright. Altamont Springs, Maitland, you're looking very nice. Lake Eola, not working. The tourist district. Is that the, what was that? Was that the Omni? Is that what that used to be called? At any rate, it's beautiful. I don't even know what it's called anymore. Kennedy Space Center looking good, of course. A Launch Complex 39A without a rocket. It's always a little sad. You just know that there's another rocket right around the corner. Over to Brevard County and Melbourne, you're looking good. Coco, you're looking good. Why are we zoomed in on all the tower cams today? It just seems a little random to me. I feel like we usually go a little wider. At any rate, though, it's absolutely beautiful. Good morning to you, Chris. Can't stay for the whole coffee talk. That's okay, buddy. Real life certainly much more important. Hope you're doing well. Kim, good morning to you. I hope you're doing well. Debbie, Marie, good morning. 59 degrees, holy cannoli in Orlando. It's cool outside. How about that? 56 in Leesburg, 52 degrees in the Villages. It's 54 in Palm Coast, 56 degrees in Daytona Beach. So it looks great. It feels great. What else can be said, right? It's absolutely beautiful. Let me tell you something, people, okay? When we look to this day planner forecast, understand that there are not many more days left this year where we have high temperatures in the lower range of the 70s. Seriously. So this morning, let's try to take it in. Let's try to enjoy it just as much as we can. Because before you know it, and I mean literally in our 7-day forecast, there are 90-degree temperatures that show up, okay? So this morning, from the 50s to the 60s, mid-60s, 11 o'clock, lower 70s by 1 o'clock, and we'll hang there through the afternoon. No rain concerns. We're just looking absolutely, absolutely beautiful. This is the stuff we are going to be missing in literally a couple of weeks, if not even sooner. Forecast neighborhood by neighborhood today, shall we? 72 in the city, beautiful. Average high, 82 degrees. If that doesn't send that point home, you know what I'm saying? Seriously. For what it's worth, people, try to enjoy. 71 degrees today in Leesburg, 70 degrees in the Villages. We're in the upper 60s for a daytime high in Ocala. It's also going to be gusty. All right, 15, 20, 25 miles an hour, gusting to 30. You know, I'm wearing, like, I'm trying to be like, oh, it's tropical feeling, but cool, and I'm wearing short sleeves. I may have to go back to long sleeves. I was wanting to do short sleeves, but yeah. I don't know. I mean, 72 with those kinds of gusts, that may be a little chilly for me. Christine, good morning from France. Good morning to you over across the pond. Melissa says, I may have to do my candle classes outside today. I think so. Why not? Yesterday, Mary says, was great. Good morning to you all. 65 years old this week. Happy birthday to you. Hope you're doing well. Beverly, good morning. It is cool today. It is beautiful today. Absolutely, absolutely beautiful. You know, I mean, I'm going to be a broken record, and I get it. And frankly, I just don't care. Because the weather is so nice. Are you heading out to the theme parks today? We were talking about maybe heading out to SeaWorld. If you do that, it's going to be sunny. It's going to be breezy. Yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous weather. What about Orlando City? They're playing tonight. I think it's a tonight game, right? Oh, no, it's a today game. All right, so there you go. Exploria, the one thing I do want to point out, though, is that if you're heading out today, excuse me, Just because the temperatures are lower, do not think for a second that that will 86 the sunburn factor. The sunburn will be a real deal, okay? Just keep that in mind, all right? Seriously, the sunburns are going to be a real deal. We have wind advisories posted for our northern areas today. We've got fire weather watches and warnings posted for Central Florida. The fire danger, once again, is elevated. Just a reminder, okay? Moderate fire danger index for Central Florida, meaning that if a fire were to get going, it would kind of get feistier. It would just spread more, especially with the lower humidity, the lower dew point, as we chatted about a couple of days ago, and, of course, the gusts. So it's kind of prime real estate for that. I know we've had plenty of rain here recently, but it's not been a ton here over a spread out period of time. Okay. Then let's look at forecast temperatures tonight. Okay. In the left column, our forecast lows for tonight. In the right column, our record lows for tonight into tomorrow morning. Notice, Sanford, you're going to be awful close to a 20-plus-year-old record. Leesburg, same-ish. Daytona Beach, you're closing in on a really old record, going back to 1938, which I'm pretty sure that was the year that my grandmother was born. Or was that 28? That was 28. She was already well alive at 38. It was 28 that she was born. At any rate, Elizabeth says, people, gas fireplaces going, y'all can smell the smoke. Oh, it's cold Florida style. Barbara Ford, good morning to you, my dear. Are you here or are you there? Are you north or are you south? I can't keep track. Showboating, traveling the world, getting the most out of that life. I love it. Nothing wrong with that at all. We didn't really talk about it on Coffee Talk because we had so much going on this week, but Colorado State University issued their hurricane forecast, and I do want to take a couple of moments to discuss that, okay? In case you missed it, average season 14, 7, and 3, the Colorado State University forecast 19, 9, and 4, and we are going to have Phil Klotzbach, the author of this forecast, on Coffee Talk, I believe this upcoming week. I'm going to the National Hurricane Conference, which is here in Orlando, so that'll be nice. And he's there and get a chance to maybe interview him for WESH too. But we're also going to talk with him on Coffee Talk, which will be really nice to pick his brain, not about just his forecast for this upcoming year, but also pick his brain about how he puts together his forecasting. I think that's a fascinating idea. We're home in Tarpon. Well, welcome back to Florida, Ford family. Hope you guys and gals had a great time up there. 19, 9, and 4. Now, a couple of other statistics, okay? And I don't know what Tony and the rest of the team has gotten into, but I wanted to share with you the probability within 50 miles of Florida. These numbers were up last year dramatically, and Florida got hit several times in the Panhandle and Big Bend area. The numbers are up another 5% this year. So average is 86% chance that Florida has a named tropical system, so a tropical storm or a hurricane, within 50 miles of us. That's the average. Last year was lower. This year, 96%. Hurricane, look at how much higher that is. We average about 56% chance that a hurricane comes near or over us. This year, 75%. And on average, 29% chance of a Category 3 hurricane coming near or over Florida. This year, a 44% chance. That, of course, coming from Phil Klotzbach. And when you look at the overall percentages, okay, this is where I think that we really see the gap when we talked about those percents, but look at it on the map, okay? So Texas, Louisiana, North Carolina, high, but Florida, very high, okay? That's his forecast for a hurricane to be nearby. When we look at the chances of a major hurricane, yeah, it's kind of that Texas, Louisiana, and Florida area. And that does, ironically enough, if we just kind of look at this, that does show the ideas for the hotspots that we had laid out in our forecast. So those are his location forecast points: Texas, Louisiana, Florida, North Carolina. our WESH 2 2022 hurricane season forecast, of course, we highlighted we think that the two hot areas are going to be Florida and coastal Carolina. But if we expand that out to kind of the full gamut of things, we do think that there may be some interesting activity up in the northeastern United States and then back over toward Texas, Louisiana. So we're all thinking that the northern Gulf Coast states are going to be lower, okay? But areas of interest include Texas, Louisiana, the extreme northeastern United States. But the main focal points for us and for him are going to be Florida and like up into North Carolina. So it is kind of interesting. I do enjoy seeing how that all plays out. Of course, when we look at our numbers, we're going closer to the average. We're thinking it's near average or slightly above average, but frankly, that's not all that far off from what he's going for, right? We're saying near average. So 14, 7, and 3, we're probably thinking a little higher than average, but not by much. And the reality is that's kind of in the ballpark of what he's saying, He's going near average or a little above average. So I think it's interesting. The way that hurricane forecasting is coming out and the way that we're all running it. But at the end of the day, ready or not, here it comes, my friends. I mean, hurricane season is not all that far off, which is why we do need to watch this very, very carefully. All right, thankfully, no hurricanes to track for now. As a matter of fact, hardly any rainfall to track for now. Take a look at our 7-day forecast. Reminder, average high temperature is 82. We are 10 degrees below that today. So enjoy it, enjoy it, enjoy it. It is going to be an absolutely stunning, stunning forecast. But by Monday, we're already recovering those temperatures. And by mid next week, we are continuing to warm and warm and warm. Does that line up with our forecast, by the way? Where we were on the 9th. Nice. Yep. Trending warmer. Trending warmer. Yeah. Staying warm. So that kind of works out. That kind of works out, doesn't it? This forecast issued more than a month ago. Yeah. Very interesting stuff. I like that. Warm. Trending warmer. Warm. Staying warm. So we've got a nice stretch of warm weather. Yeah. Although, look at the end of April. The models are I don't know what they're showing yet. I haven't looked that far out. But notice the end of April, warm trend ending, rain, lower temp trend. The end of April may end up being a pretty nice one. So, for what it's worth, there's some pretty nice stuff there. Nancy's asking, any rain chances in the near future? Yeah, like Thursday, Friday of next week. In the meantime, it is sunny. It is bright. Pool weather these next couple of days. Seriously, friends. Pool weather these next couple of days. It's looking great. Anne's asking, how do the rip currents look? Kiddos want to swim at the beach. I would say with the kind of wind that we're looking at today, it's probably not going to be a great beach boating day. I'm just going to be honest with you. Aside from the fact that the winds are whipping up the waves, right? Yeah, I mean, winds running 15 to 20. Rip current risk is... Let me just double check to make sure that that's accurate. I just want to make sure that that's accurate. Stand by 1 second here. Yeah, I mean, small craft cautions are up. There's all kinds of those kinds of things. Let me just make sure. Yeah. All right. So today's rip current risk is low. But, it's just with a lot of wind. So, just a lot of wind, low rip current risk. It's because it's an offshore wind, and that makes sense. But it's just, if you're in jetties or tidal estuaries or things like that, you could still get rip currents. So just be careful. I would say, honestly, I would say water temperatures are in the lower 70s. Winds are running 15 to 20 miles an hour. It's just going to feel a bit chaotic. You know what I mean? It's just going to have that little bit of chaos factor. Like, ooh, it's choppy out, All right. Terry, will there be Saharan dust off Africa last year? That helped us out. Every year that happens, every year that happens. Let's look right now and see. Not that it's hurricane season now or anything, but, it's never a bad idea to check. And you can see, yeah, there's a lot of Saharan dust out there. Yeah, there's a lot of Saharan dust out there. So not a problem, but that's... Now, I do also want to look at the sea surface temperatures. Yeah, water temperatures out near Florida and kind of down in the Caribbean areas, well above average. You come out here, though, and it is cooler than average off the coast of Africa. So, it's still early to check these things, but it's never a bad idea to eyeball it, make sure we're all on the same page, understanding where we're at. Kimberly says Easter will be perfect. No chance of rain. When is Easter? Easter is April 17th. Is it? Is that when Easter is? Let me just double check. Okay, so it's next weekend. Oh, it is. Okay, so it's next Sunday. Okay, so it's next Sunday. All right. So you can see shower chances are increasing Thursday, Friday. I don't know. Let's see if the long range. Let's see if the. Give me 2 seconds here. Give me a couple seconds to dial this up. All right. So let's look at some models. Raw models. All right, so do that. Okay. All right. So when is this? What are we looking at first and foremost? What are we looking at? This is the GFS. Okay, the current run of the GFS, and the valid time is what the timeline is that you're looking at. We just do that. We do that. Okay. All right. So let's just peek into the GFS and look ahead, shall we? All right, so this weekend we're looking good. Nice high pressure, warm air, big storm system. There's your rain chances. So going back to our 7-day forecast, you can kind of see the rain chances increasing. That's Friday, April 15th, tax day. Look at that. That's Sunday right there. That's Sunday morning. So that's Easter morning. We're looking good. Late Easter morning, Easter midday. By maybe late Easter night, some showers in the Panhandle, and then that Monday morning, some showers around Florida. Yeah, so that actually doesn't look bad. So yeah, Easter looks great in Central Florida, my friends. The wife is going to love to hear that. We need to figure out what to do with the kids. Shauna, Eric, how is Wednesday late afternoon looking? I think it looks pretty okay. What do you think? 89, the high temperature. It's going to be warm. Batteries, candles, matches, canned food starting, winding down, big freezer to make room for ice, getting grill ready, radio working. Oh yeah, yep, that's it. Just start getting those hurricane supplies. We still have plenty of time, but And this week, so you've got the WESH 2 hurricane season forecast. You've got Colorado State. This week, NOAA's coming out with their hurricane forecast, and I believe I'm going to be at the conference to bring that to you live on WESH 2 News. Is it Tuesday? I believe that's when it comes out, and I'll be with you. Yeah. I think so. At least it's a beautiful forecast stretch for us, guys, gals. Seriously. All right? All right. So listen, go be the sunshine in someone else's day, okay? I hope you have a great, great day. Make it great. I'll see you tomorrow morning for Coffee Talk. We'll chat much more about this beautiful weather. Tomorrow morning, we're going to be chatting about the lows. Before I go, can we talk about temperatures tonight? We didn't do that yet. Let's just take a moment. Okay, let's just take a moment here. 39 degrees in Ocala. 43 degrees in the Villages. 48 degrees in Orlando. Guys, gals, this is going to be a chilly night. Seriously. So we have to enjoy this while we can. Enjoy the cool, because if you're a fan of the warmer temperatures, Meteorological Spring shows the average high temperatures in the month of April are in the mid 80s. The average high temperatures in the month of May are in the upper 80s. Okay? Average high today is 82. We're continuing to warm. So just be ready for it. These chilly temperatures are a thing of the past. Literally before you know it. All right? All right, listen. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. I will see you tomorrow morning for Coffee Talk. I'll be tweeting through the day. All right? All right. Bye, guys and gals. Thank you so much for hanging out. Take care.